Hi guys, it's Ashley, one half of Sweet Life TV. Welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this great candy bouquet. It's a wonderful last minute Valentine's Day DIY gift idea. So I hope you enjoy this video. Check it out. Let's get started. So here are some of the things you're going to need. Heart skewers, candy obviously. You're going to need that. I got a whole lot of little candies, something that would be sturdy on my sticks. And I got Snickers, I got Starburst. So you just want to get things that won't be too heavy on your candy bouquet and that you know your significant other or whoever you're making this for likes. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're also going to need some ribbon. I have a big ribbon and a small ribbon. You're going to need a jar or a vase to put it in. I am also going to be using wire because I don't have enough of those little red stick skewers. And I have some wooden dowels somewhere, but I don't know where they are. So I'm just going to be using some wire. If you're going to use wire as well, you will also need to have some wire cutters. But I would probably recommend just getting some more sticks. You can paint them and they're very easy to use. I also had a balloon and some cellophane paper wrap. Okay, let's get started. So the very first thing you want to do is, well, the very first thing I did was I cleaned out my jar because it had some residue from something else. So that took no time, all clean. You're going to need that or your vase. You're also going to need a foam cone, which I think I forgot to say. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just cutting down my foam cone so it fits into my jar, which happens to me a lot. I always buy things that don't fit in things. So I'm just cutting that down. Now it fits. And then you're going to cut the top down because obviously my cone was taller than my jar. So you just want to cut that down until it fits in there nice and snug and you have a little bit of breathing room. And it looks like we're done. Next, you're going to take your cellophane paper and you're going to stick it on top of your jar and take your foam and push down. Now this is going to require a little bit of maneuvering on your part to get it in there, but make sure you have enough excess paper on the outside so you can have a lot of lip whenever you get to cutting. And then you're just going to cut it. You don't have to trim it down at this point. You're just cutting it so you can free it from the roll. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to measure my balloon stem so I know how tall I need it to be for my jar. And then I'm just going to stick it down in my foam. This is probably also going to take a little bit of maneuvering to get it to be straight. So I think I ended up putting a little bit piece of wire on the end of mine to keep it straight up. To keep it pretty vertical. Next, we're going to our heart skewers. These are so cute. And they're all glittery. So we're going to use half of them. We're going to leave as little hearts. And the other half, we're just going to deconstruct and take the hearts off. So as you can see, I'm putting the 3 that I'm going to keep to the side. And these, I'm just going to deconstruct right now. The great thing about dollar store stuff is that you can tear it apart and you not feel bad about it because you only paid $1 for it. So it's great. So I'm just basically taking all those hearts off. And the good thing about that is, too, you can also reuse those hearts. And I am actually going to use one of those hearts on the bow at the end. So now we got all those skewers free. We're just going to start hot gluing our candy to our sticks. And be careful with this because obviously some of this candy that I have is chocolate and this is a hot glue gun. So you don't want to put a lot. You just want to put 2 small dots and that's it. Let your skewers dry. I'm also now going to go ahead and do the wires for the smaller ones. I tried to use the wire on the smaller candies. So I'm just finishing that up. Now you got all your candies done. Next, it's time to just basically add them to your bouquet. And basically all you're doing is you're just sticking them in the foam. I put my 3 hearts in first and then I started loading in my candies. And you just kind of want to make it so it's pretty, you know. So however you think it looks best. I just kind of try to make it full. Had some springing out on the side, some springing out in the front, you know. And I tried to kind of color coordinate slightly. So I didn't put 2 blues on one side. I tried to put a blue on this side, a blue in the front, and kind of spread them out. Okay, so then now you see I'm adding my Hershey's Kisses to the bottom portion just to sit on top of the foam so you don't see it. And then you want to essentially cut your paper down and tuck it into your jar, just to kind of fill your jar up. Next, I'm adding my ribbon, and this is my big ribbon. I'm adding that first. This is what it's going to look like. You're just going to wrap it around and then you're going to tie it in a bow. You're just basically covering the lip of that jar. And so I'm going to go ahead and finish tying my bow. And you're basically just going to tie it like a shoestring. And just going to maneuver it so it looks pretty at the end. Fluff out your little bow parts and then cut on an angle the hanging part so you can, so it won't be dragging. You know, it won't be sitting on the table. It'll just hang nicely on your jar. Next, I'm going to hot glue my smaller ribbon around the back. And then I'm going to make another bow for my big bow. A smaller bow for my big bow. This also takes a little bit maneuvering. If you make bows on a regular, then you know it just takes a little working with. And you can get it perfect, but it just takes time. So I'm going to work with this bow. Cut it down. Obviously, I speeded this way up, so you guys didn't have to sit here and watch me play with this bow forever. So now my bow's all done, and I'm just going to hot glue. You don't need much hot glue, just one little dab on that knot in the middle and stick it right in front of your other bow. And so that's exactly what I'm about to do. One little dab of glue. And boom. Gonna stick that right on. Sorry about this view. It's kind of, you guys can't really see it. I moved my stool over so you guys get a better look. And then I'm like way at the top of the screen. But anyways, I basically just stuck the bow right where I showed you I was going to put it in the middle. Next, I'm going to take one of my hearts that I deconstructed from my skewer, and I'm going to put a little glue on the back of it and stick it right in the center of the second bow that I just put on the other bow. So the smaller bow is going to go right on top in the middle of the smaller bow. And that is what it's going to look like once you glue it. And isn't that cute? So I'm just going to do one little drop of hot glue. And this one you might have to hold on just for a little bit longer. Just because it's foam, it might take a little bit of a longer time to dry. So just hold it until it sticks firmly in place and you will be good to go. This will be your finished result. I did end up cutting my paper down some more, so you will probably have to trim the paper down a little bit more at the end, but this is the end result. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, subscribe to our channel. Come back. We'll have more videos just like this in the future. See you guys later. Can you love me naked?